One down. Two down. All right. Okay. Welcome to Warren First 931. I am your host, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Again, we are going live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. Now, Spotify, once again, I have to say this right quickly before I forget. They are changing platforms, I guess is the best way to say that. Um, but with that said, as I'm trying to mess with my hair today, um, we're trying to work with that as easy as possible. But we have lots of things coming up in the months to come. I am so excited about that. My voice is still on the mend, so please bear with me as well as I go through this. But with that said, we are having an amazing show once again, talking about upcoming events specifically for this weekend, as well as we have potentially two special in studio guests coming in this morning. We got, hopefully, with everything going, Joey with Tunnels to Towers. He's going to come in here and he's going to talk about all the big festivities going down tomorrow night at the Tunnels to Tower at the Warren County High School. And before I forget to say, I would like to thank, because I hate to say this, I'm a bad procrastinator when it comes to open up gifts. I want to do a shout out to Security Federal Savings Bank. They came and to my red ribbon cutting last week, and they gave me these cool little stuff. And one of them was this. And I was trying to call Tanera because I guarantee she's the one that put this bag together. But I have to do hot tea all the time, and especially now with my voice doing what it's doing right now. But it came with this cool cup. Look at that. So I've been drinking my tea in it. So thank you guys. And it keeps my tea warm. I like these mugs. They're my favorite. But starting off, just don't forget, if you like to stay in the know and you want to be a part of what's going on, several ways you can do that. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. And you just type in Warren First 931 or Warren First, whatever is easiest for you to remember. And you should see our little logo pop up with the sun and the microphone, and it's going to get you everything you need that's going on around town and in the community. If you want an access to our big community calendar, you can text the keyword Warren First to 931 305 0869. And that will get you a part of the Home Warren First Text Club. That gets you a part of the community calendar. It gets you to be what's going in the know when the events are coming up to keep you guys in the know, as well as everything else like city and county updates, all that and more. We do have coming up, was it this week? He didn't send anything to me. Maybe it's next. No, it's next week. Next week, we will have a city update with the city administrator, Nolan Ming. Not only will you get a text message about it, but you also see the videos that he sends us. I am using a new streaming service, so I'm learning some new stuff. So bear with me as I'm adding as we go, essentially. But I'm going to play with it a lot more on the weekend. Last weekend, it didn't have enough time to do all that. So, okay. With that said, good tea this morning. We have just now, I've got a lot of people, and like I said, people ask me what's Warren First, whatever the community needs. Well, it is summertime, and the community is needing some yard sale ads mentioned. And one big thing that is crossing over into the podcast world is yard sales. I did some yard sales last week, as well as I'm going to be doing some next week. I got two that I got to mention. But if you have a yard sale or garage sale or whatever going on this summer and you want us to mention it here on the podcast, You can contact us at 931-305-0869 or email me at warrenfirst931@gmail.com. It's $5 a day. You can pay in cash in person, like meet me here and pay, or you can send a Venmo payment at Warren First 931. So I got it there on our Facebook and Instagram pages. So if you want to see that, make sure you check that out. Another little recap from yesterday, in case you missed it. It was a fundraiser reception to help support Paul Sherrill. He's our representative currently for the 43rd District for White and Warren. And so he had a fundraiser reception yesterday at the farmers market, and we went out there just to hang out and take some pictures and see what it's all about. I've never been at a fundraising reception before, and it was quite interesting. They had some good ice cream. Me and Walker liked it a lot. We didn't mention this yesterday. Of course, with the animal rescue and rehab facility called Darling Farms Incorporated. They are just recently were the ones that have taken in over 50 plus horses and lots of dogs. And so they are in need of our help. And with that said, they're in dire need of, if you have dog kennels you don't use anymore, horse halters and lead ropes, dog leashes and collars, fencing materials, and for extra quarantine room, hay, some pallets, grain, and monetary donations for transport, medical, and whatever the bills may be. Now, we did post this on our Facebook page and Instagram as well. And if you want to go on that, they have 4 ways of how you can do monetary donations. So you can do it that way as well. Keeping up and speaking about the animals. Tomorrow morning, and I hope this does not pause it. And if it does, oh well, right? Let's see. Click that off. Library. I took a picture of it. There it is. At Elegant Day Spa, they are introducing more and more new things to their facility. And with that said, on Saturday, I'm just going to do this. On Saturday, which is tomorrow, June 1st, they're having their grand opening of their Practical Magic Finds boutique. And it's going to be from 8 to 8 tomorrow. And if you don't know where Elegant Day Spa is, that is out there really right across from the Sparta Road Veterinarian Clinic. And they have been taking care of my dogs for over 8 years now. And they do a phenomenal job. And I wouldn't replace them for nothing. But if you would like to, be a part of that grand opening, I will be out there tomorrow. We're going to be reporting live first thing in the morning. So make sure you come out and show your support. It's always good to show local support wherever it needs, as I say. McMinnville Chamber of Commerce, they are ever so growing. They just welcomed some new members, the Tennessee Mental Health Consumers Association. We were out there. We reported it live on the red ribbon cutting that happened this past Tuesday. Welcome to the family as well. But with that said, if you missed some of the pictures and the funness, I did share the McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce's post, as well as you can check out the video when we went live too. Another fun thing that I cannot wait to try today, hopefully, it's a summer hour special that the Vanilla Bean Banking Company is doing. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays only, you can come between 2 and 4 p.m. and all their frozen drinks are 50% off. Our frozen drinks include frappes, frozen lemonades, blended Italian cream sodas, Dole Whip, and frozen hot chocolates. I'm tempted to try frozen hot chocolate, just saying. And of course, I got to mention our friends, the Butcher on Main. I am getting so excited as I'm sharing their post each week. The game plan is they're going to be opening up in June. So make plans for that. It's going to be located right in the heart of downtown McMinnville. The Butcher on Main will be your go-to stop for the freshest, highest quality meats. We will also offer a full deli and sandwiches made to order. So again, you can follow them on Facebook and Instagram for updates behind the scenes and look at what's happening at the Butcher on Main. So special. We hope to see you guys soon. Another big thing going on in downtown this weekend, of course, we talked about it yesterday with my good friend Duke. He is probably already back in Dothan right now. So a shout out to him. I miss him already. I miss my brother. It was so exciting to, surprise me and catch me off guard. But we had a real nice, fun-filled day yesterday, and we rode around downtown and walked around downtown and went to go visit my mom. And actually also had to pick up my baby girl because the water pipes busted at her daycare and I had to go pick him up. So he got to see the whole gambit of his Walker Slaughterside family. But it was really good to see him and Tara. I'm glad to see that they're doing good. But I miss him already. He always is such a delight. And yeah, he's my twinkle. I always miss him, that twinkle in my eye. So I miss him terribly already. But again, I will get to see him soon. It is summer, so we try to visit during that time. But with that said, his good friend and co-host of their show down there in Dothan is also an Elvis impersonator. And so with that said, this Saturday, which he knows this guy, his name is Cody Dinoff, I think is how you say it, but his show is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. It's the Ultimate Elvis Concert. He's been here before, and he is amazing. Amazing. And so if you have not seen him, you need to. But this is presented by the 49th Place Productions. The Heirs Foundation Trust is still working through the summer, so don't forget that. It's a reminder that we are working through the summer Monday through Thursday. Email or message on Remind to set up an appointment. So if you have a student going into the senior year and they want to get ahead on some of their scholarships, this is a prime time, parents, to get out there and to do just that. I say that because it's true. I mean, the more they can get ahead of it, the less mess they have to deal with when it's school time, right? Just saying. But you can contact or Facebook them is what I would suggest if you're not on the Remind app or anything like that, and get with them and get more information on that. Let's see. Your counselors are like Vanessa Ferris, Katrina Haley, Tori Long, and Grace Young, and they have their emails and everything right there if you guys would like to email them. Another exciting big thing. I love Young Men United. Let me tell you, if you have not gone to one of their fish fries, you have missed out. They have the best catfish I've ever tasted. Even better than my grandmother's. Don't tell her, but you can't tell her anyways. God rest her soul. But my grandma made some of the best fried catfish, and my cousin Christy it comes in second with her. But when it comes to a good fish fry, they know what they're doing. And they're doing a fundraiser for Don Crisp, a.k.a. everybody knows him as DC. Love that man. But it's going to be on June the 1st, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're going to have fish, hush puppies, coleslaw, and more. And it's for medical expenses and more. Donations are accepted. Sandwiches are $6. Plates are $10. Dessert and drinks are $1. You can call Ella Richmond at 931-314-3881 or any of the Young Men United members. This is going to be at 103 Bernard Drive, McMinnville, Tennessee. And that's at the old Bernard Gym right there. If you pass Napa, you went too far. So make sure you help out Don Crisp, aka DC, because he has been such a huge part of this Warren County community and especially the Young Men United group. He had came on several times with us back in the day on the radio for Young Men United, and he is just he's so vital to this community, and I hope everything's okay. I'm going to text him and check up on him today to see how everything's going. Like I said, Joey is going to be coming in here hopefully to talk about tunnels to tower. So I don't want to say too much about that, except for just in case, if you want to still register, you can do that. You can also do an early pickup today as well between 3 and 6 at Mad Cow. But again, the big festivities are tomorrow. Just as speaking ahead of this, the McMinnville Parks and Recreation, summer is here, and 4th of July will be here before we know it. Celebrate 4th of July downtown with us on July 4th as a vendor. You can provide games, performances, activities, or anything fun for the community as we celebrate our country. The downtown celebration will take place from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. To apply as a vendor, visit the Milner Recreation Center or contact Renee at 473-1212 or email at ralvarez@mcminnvilletn.gov. Now, vendor applications are being taken up now till June 23rd. You can, and if you have any questions, you can contact them as well. Another fun thing that's happening, of course, the Gilly Pool is opening. It's wide open. They have open swim in the morning. They have some lap swim available. They have group exercises available inside as well. But if you are looking for water aerobics and things like that, I believe they also have that as well. Let me see if it's on here. It's not on this one post they posted, but I was hearing that they had it. So call them at 473-1212 just to make sure, and I will too as well. I'll see them today at swim team. Another fun thing that's going on as I am a parent, Pizza Hut is really pushing Camp Book It. Now, I remember back in the day, they would give us during the school year a button, and every time you would read a book, you go in and they would give you a sticker, and once you fill up that sticker or that book they gave you, you could get a free personal pen, for all the hard work that you did in reading. So with that said, if you have a child that loves reading and loves pizza or has struggles in reading, like my son, it's not that he struggles. Let me say this. He just doesn't like it, and he's trying to find the love of it, is what he says. And so that's why we're coming up with this and kind of tag teaming with this Camp Book It. You can enroll. We saved it on here. It says Pizza Hut. Hey parents, help beat the summer slide and enroll your children in Camp Book It. Students earn one personal pan pizza a month for June through August for meeting reading goals. This program is totally free to families with students in pre-K and 6th grade. That's ages 4 to 12. So you can enroll now at thebookitprogram.com or join them for the fun. You can scan the QR code to enroll. And so with that said, starting next week, I will be sending out information about Warren, the reading book club with Warren First 931. It's something Walker has put together, and he's got books that he has selected, and we are going to introduce that starting next week. Whether you can be with us or not, we will be going Facebook Live wherever we're at. So if your kid wants to read along, because I thought about this, I am a visual learner, and I can't just hear it. I need to hear and see it. And so if I have that book and that person's reading that page, I can read along with them. And that helped me out a lot because I know each kid learns differently, right? So with that said, we're going to start that, start putting the information out there next week, as well as some other things. But if you would like to join us to the destinations when we meet up, I'll put that out there on social media as well as our text club. And if you're not a part of our text club, text the keyword Warren First to 931-305-0869. And that will get you on our text club. and we'll let you notify of all the happenings that we are going to be at as well. Not only that, but the community calendar and more. Um, but again, it's just something that is on my son's mind. He's like, Mom, I want to give something back to the community, and how can I do that? And not only has he started his Kids Corner page, our Kids Column page, but he wants to start this reading book club. And I think it's amazing, and I'm not going to tell him no. So, with that said, the McMinnville Parks and Rec had a great turnout this past Friday of showcasing their summer night movies. And of course, that was Element, which they had a great turnout. Thank you to Smart Assembly of God for the concessions. See you for our August 3rd entry. So, again, a lot of things are happening. Covenant Academy is ever so growing. I've talked to the headmaster, and things are just getting bigger and better each day over there. And with that said, come and join the Covenant family. They're looking for a 4th grade, middle school, high school teacher. And it says you can send your resume to administration@covenantacademylines.com. You can also check out Covenant Academy at their website at covenantacademylines.com. We are Covenant. We're celebrating 20 years of reaching Warren and its surrounding counties. So they are hiring, and make sure you go and check that out. If you are a teacher that is looking to just make a difference in kids' lives, whether it's public or private, won't you check it out? You never know. Let's see, what is this? Okay. Join us at the McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce. You are invited to our Elder Abuse Awareness Luncheon. It's on June 13th at 11:30 at 110 South Court Square, sponsored by Citizens Tri-County Bank. Let's come together to raise awareness, share resources, and empower our community to protect our seniors. Seats are limited and open to the public as well. So RSVP to L. Simmons at warrentn.com to be a part of this important conversation. So this is going to be great. If you have not been to one of their luncheons, you need to, because I say that, because they are very important, and you learn a lot at these luncheons, believe it or not. I know you think like, but anytime that I can go Facebook Live at these luncheons, I'm going to, because I say that because I want you guys, the more we know, the better we are as a community. Because I was always told in school, the more knowledge is power, right? So but my new saying is, the more we know as a community, the better we can become. And so I truly believe that. And I want us to thrive, and I want us to be like amazing all the time, because there is so much that goes on in this town that gets under the radar. And let me tell you, I have missed a couple because there's so much. So bravo, community, for having a ton of events going on, whether that's educational purposes, for fun purposes, or for business purposes, or nonprofit. Our community is doing so good. And that is why I am here. I want people, when they look up, if they want to come and visit us, when they look up and they type in Warren County, I hope that my podcast or something that I do pops up, because we are showcasing everything that is amazing in this town, in this community. And that's just, I just hope we can keep pushing it and showing people that we are an amazing community. And if you want to come and visit and spend money here and shop here, eat here, stay here, you can. There's so much to do. And it's summertime. And just thinking off the top of my head, we have several places you can stay, whether it's an Airbnb or a hotel. We have several places you can go to, whether it's Cumberland Cabins, Fall Creek Falls, Rock Island, Smooth Rapids, where they can take you everywhere on the water on a kayak. I mean, just all the stuff that we have available. It's amazing. It's amazing. Let's see. I do want to showcase this because I'm so happy for her. Our Warren County Fairest of the Fair, Gracie Brock. She has done a lot of pushing and moving, and she's thriving, you guys. I know I'm using that word a lot today, but she is. She, after 8 months of hard work, she is excited to announce she wrote and illustrated a children's book about adoption, and it is now on sale on Amazon. I can't believe it. We have a published author. We have several actually published authors here in this community. But I don't know how young she is. I know she's got to at least be 19, 18, 20. She's in her early 20s, maybe. But with that said, because I know her and her brother's story. It's very touching. It's very sweet. But she goes, me and my brother John are adopted. And the Lord placed us in my heart a long time ago to help other adopted children. I'm excited for you all to read my book, and I hope it helps you or someone you know. God is in the details of your story. Love is a choice, and my parents chose me, Gracie Crouch. So, again, her book, I'll share the link, but let me see if I can. It's called Jesus Loves Adoption. And she's got a picture with her adoptive parents, her mom and her dad. And there's her brother, and they just show the book. It's just really exciting. And we need to push that for her. We definitely need to. So with that said, I'm sharing it right now. It says all of my illustrations are pictures of my family that I drew and reimagined. How amazing is that? It's so cool. So with that said, I'm going to share it. Post. Because I just think we got to push, and I always say this too. We have got to push our people up, rise them up, lift them up, as I say. We don't need to bring people down. We need to figure out how to lift them up, because I think the turnaround of that speaks volumes. So, some sad news. Meadows Homes of McMinnville posted yesterday. It says, it is with heavy hearts that we share the passing of our dear colleague and friend, Rich Olin. For over 7 years, Rich and Melanie, have been an integral part of our mobile home liquidators location. Rich shared his extensive knowledge and boundless enthusiasm with us all. A dedication and a passionate employee, Rich's exceptional performance earned him 11 awards, a testament to his hard work and commitment. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Rich was known for his infatuous enthusiasm. His picture alone looks like he was just smiling always ear to ear. The love for Miami Hurricanes, the fondness for motorcycles, and the vibrant personality that brought joy and energy to all of those around him. Rich's legacy will continue to inspire and resonate with our team. Our thoughts and prayers are with his wife, his family, and his loved ones during this difficult time. You will be proud or profoundly missed by your Meadows Homes family. And so, again, prayers go out to that family on this loss. I just hate hearing that stuff. It's just so sad. So sad. Also, something that is coming up that's interesting, if you're not following, we do have some events coming up in the political stuff, so be watching that, whether you are part of our text club or the newsletter. But with that said, Robert McCormick, State Representative running for the 43rd District. He's running against the current one, Mr. Representative Paul Sherrill. He's going to be starting, it looks like, to do a time at the truck. And that's like a getting to know him. And I got to see it the other day, and it was really interesting, especially with the truck. I'm a huge vintage truck person, and I see that he's got a Ford pickup. So he better watch out. I might hijack that from him. But with that said, make sure you check that out. It's really interesting to just to get to know people, because I always think it's a blessing when they let you in, especially with everything going on that I may talk about if I get the courage to today. Wheat hay is available at Garretson Stone and Mortar. And did you know hay can do more than feed your animals? Did you know that? It helps protect grass and manage wet spots in your yard or fields. Spread hay all over muddy areas to absorb moisture and prevent erosion. Keep your grounds healthy. Call for pricing at 82. You can call them at 931-954-6090, or you can go by their establishment. They're past my husband and mom's nursery at 8220 McMinnville Highway in Morrison. And I'm going to share that as well. So if you have not seen the latest edition of the weekly wrap-up with the city of McMinnville, please make sure you do. I'm going to share it right quick as well. But it's all on there, so make sure you check that out. Trying to see if there's anything else I am seeing. What is that? Okay. I'm going to talk about that too. Tiger Lily Boutique. I've been seeing a lot of people planting flowers, planting gardens. And with that said, they're doing a 40% off on all plant items. It started back in mid-May. These are so fun to have for the kids to help out with gardening. Use code PLANTS40 to save. And as I'm clicking on it, so they have a wildflower garden. It's a seed ball kit. Looks like a thank you daisies, a butterfly garden, and then the cutest little thing is it comes with the stick. Here's one thing when I do my herb garden. I have to get popsicle sticks and I write on what it is, right? But over there, you can already buy it with the seeds and the stick label. How awesome is that? So I may actually take Walker over there today and get some. But that's really neat. And they're like the most expensive ones, like $15. And that's like because it comes in a bundle. But how neat would that be just to do something with your kiddos? I think it'd be fun. Let's see. Let's check this out. All right, custom vinyl. I love this. I love this. We've built great relationships with many, many youth organizations in the McMinnville and Warren County community. This is custom vinyl. And we're proud to provide t-shirts, sponsored banners, and anything else they need throughout the year. Thanks to Paige Northcutt at USA Gym and the McMinnville swim team for allowing us to provide their team t-shirts year after year. And so, again, with that said, awesome, awesome. So it says access to success is through the mind. I love that. Love that. Yeah, I got to talk to her later. Let's see here. No, that was a later one. It's late. Looking. All right, with that said, we are going to talk about our community calendar. Now, remember, our community calendar is being sponsored by Reddick Brown Ford. You can get all your car detail needs over there from those guys. Chris and them take really good care of us. Today is actually the last day you can use the special offer where they will pick up and deliver your vehicle, whether you need it oil changed or car detailed. They'll come and pick it up for you if you are in a 15-mile area around, from there. It's really neat to have. But again, thanks to Chris and them for being our sponsors for this summer. It's going to be amazing. With that said, today is the 31st, and got several things going on today. First and foremost, tomorrow or tonight is the Steve Goolsby benefit and auction. We're going to be doing a silent auction on just a couple items, 4 or 5 items. I got called last night on that. We're also going to be doing a chance to win a Blackstone grill as well as a 10/22 Ruger rifle. And then we're going to be serving up, it's chili, potluck, and soup. We're going to have several desserts, all amazing items. We're hoping for a huge turnout. It's going to be at the Viola Community Center tonight, starting at 5 o'clock. You can come get your food, and then as you eat, you can enjoy dinner and a show with the On the Road Again show. All the big heavy hitters are coming out again tonight, so make sure you come and check that out. It's always a good time. If you can't, I will be going Facebook Live for the On the Road Again show. With that said, make sure you bring your wallet and or if you have Venmo. I can take Venmo payments tonight, and all proceeds, all the money we raise tonight will go to Steve Goolsby with his medical expenses and more. He got diagnosed with COVID back in March, and they didn't check his sugar levels, and so he kind of went into what I call a diabetic shock. And so they had and his breathing got all out of whack. It was a whole mess. But with that said, the bills pile up. Even when we get sick, bills pile up. So tonight is his benefit, starting at 5 o'clock at the Viola Community Center. And with that said, it's $10 a plate. It is $5 for your chance to win a Blackstone grill, and it's $10 to win a 10/22 Ruger rifle as well. And then, but it's just going to be fun tonight. So make sure you come out and do that. Tomorrow, it is going to be a crazy wild day, but starting at 8 a.m. We already talked about it, but I'm going to say it again. We will be going live and hanging out with the girls from Elegant Day Spa because they are going to be doing the grand opening of Practical Magic Finds. If you want to know what that is, come out and see it for yourself, or you can watch me on Facebook do interviews with the girls as well. Can't wait to see what that's all about and get some interesting facts on it. Also going on that day, we have the Tunnels to Tower event going on that night. So make sure you make plans for that as well. Sunday is always Sunday Fun Day at Sammy Farm and Cow Rescue. If you don't know what that is, be watching our newsletter next week as we will be showcasing them in the newsletter. Another thing that we are starting tomorrow, and it's going to be posted throughout the whole month, the Darling Farms Incorporated that just took those animals in. We are going to, I've been talking about this, not just with them, but with everybody. If everybody would donate $1 a month, let's just say a month, and I'm talking about everybody in this community, they donated $1 every month, and we dedicated that to a organization. That would be an easy 30K, easy. So starting tomorrow, Warren First is going to start doing just an online fundraiser to organizations that we choose, and I'm going to try to hit up all of them. Trust me, and it's a lot. But tomorrow starts the fundraising for the Darling Farms Inc. um, um, rescue and rehab facility because they just took over 50 plus horses and a handful of dogs, and it's just still the numbers counting. So, whether you want to donate in person or you can come see me or call me at 931-305-0869, can do that as well. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be at the Practical Magic Finds grand opening on Sparta Street, or on Sparta, right across from Sparta Road, I should say. And come and check us out. And then if you want to make a donation while I'm out there, why not? Why not? But if you can, just do that. We're going to try to do that for the whole month of June. And then, hey, maybe we'll do it for 2 weeks. Who knows? If I can get this ball moving, we're going to do it. Also going on is, of course, where was it at? Because I always get things mixed in my head. Let me go back to here. Hold on. Because there's other stuff going on this weekend. Well, I just seen this at Warren County High School. They're looking for an Algebra 1 teacher and a geometry teacher. They said that they're hiring. You can go to www.warrenschools.com under 9th through 12th math teacher. Come and join the Pioneer family. Let's see. Events. Yeah, that's what I needed. So, starting in 33 minutes is Intrigue's Summer Porch Kickoff. 5 time, I'm definitely going to be going over there. So make sure you check it out. I'm going to assume it's like sales and stuff. Also still going on, or starting to go on, it starts in 33 minutes, is the Yeehaw sale at Western Farm Girl and More, it looks like. Let me click on it. No, sorry, excuse me. Not Western Farm Girl. Tack and Treasures. That is going out towards the fair. You can go check out their Yeehaw sale. They got tons of animal print. Tons. And we talked about the reopening at Elegant Pet Spa. Again, it's formerly known as Furry Tales, but they changed names to Elegant Pet Spa. They also have a martial arts that's available in there, and they also have several different boutiques that they've started in there as well. So it's not just the Practical Magic Finds, it's everything. Of course, we talked about the Ultimate Elvis concert is starring Cody Dino is tomorrow at 7. Let's see. Second Saturday. That's not until next week. Okay. Tomorrow. I did forget this, and I'm not going to now. I'm glad I looked at this. Tomorrow is also kicking off the Spring into Action Furniture Drive for families in crisis. They have teamed up with McMinnville Moving and Storage. Scott and Christy have been working together for quite some time with this. And of course, tomorrow is the big day. So if you have, join us in making a difference with Families in Crisis New Beginnings on June the 1st. We're pledging a truck and a team to collect your gently used furniture right from your doorstep. They're going to come to you to collect the furniture and get it out. So why not, right? Donated furniture will directly support survivors in emergencies, or emergency housing. Let's make a difference together. So with that said, if you have gently used or something you just don't need anymore, whether it's a table, a chair, a dining room, you don't understand. We did talk heavily on this yesterday, and I'll talk heavily on it today. If you had to be in that situation, which I hope no one has to, it's just horrible, whether it's been a financial, physical, sexual, verbal, mental, emotional, there's just so many different types of ways to be abused nowadays. Cyberbullying, whatever. With that said, sometimes when you decide to leave, you literally have to leave everything behind. And all you can take is maybe your toothbrush. Sometimes they don't even get to take their toothbrush because it's such a big, huge emergency. But with that said, these families, when they leave, it's not just a mom or one person leaving. Sometimes it's got multitudes of people leaving. It's a mom with her 3 kids. It's their dad with their dad with 2 kids. Whatever the case may be, they always sometimes have to leave things behind. And with that said, Christy and them have this program where if you work in their system and you listen to what they tell you and you do the programs, they help you all the way, all the steps to getting back to some type of normalcy. Okay? And I said this yesterday and I'll say it again. Their phone number is 931. This is their hotline. If you or someone you know is in need of help, their phone number is 931-473-6221. I used to work there. I used to volunteer. I still volunteer when they need me. Christy calls me. I'm like, okay, I'm on it. So with that said, if you are a friend, let's say you're a friend of this person that's in trouble, and you need to know information on how you can help that victim or your friend, you can call the hotline too and ask. I remember that back in the day. And I always say knowledge is power. And taking baby steps with that person in an abusive situation, is probably the best, because at the end of the day, it's up to that victim if they're going to leave or not. And when they decide to leave, that is when you need to rain as much support on that person. Because if you don't, and there's like a chink in the chain or a hole in the ground where it didn't get filled, they may fall in it, and I don't want that to ever happen. So with that said, if you or someone you know is in trouble, give them this number. Figure out a safe way to do this. And it's just, Families in Crisis is ever so growing. They do have the capability now. They have a physician that will, on staff, that checks out sexual assault cases. And you can actually do it in the convenience of a private area, not a hospital, somewhere else. I won't tell you because it's private. So that you feel safe and you feel secure and you can be heard. And that's the big thing I feel that most victims need. They need to be heard and they need to be seen. And they do that here at Families in Crisis. We are very blessed to have them here. We really do. And if you think that it's all gumdrops and roses, it's not. It's not in their life. So with that said, please help support them. And also, don't forget to give a huge shout out to McMinnville Moving and Storage, because it's also their anniversary of when they started business here in Warren County. And I want to say, he said 4 years, but I don't want to say, I don't positive. But congratulations, I want to say first and foremost to Scott and them at McMinnville Moving and Storage for the continued success that they have. And thank you for being such a huge part of the community and helping. Because, without them, it wouldn't be possible. So with that said, we've had a ton of events go over. If you have any questions, any concerns, or just want to know something, give me a call at 931-305-0869. You can also text me at that phone number. If you want to be a part of our text club, text the keyword Warren first. If you want to be a part, if you want to get a digital copy sent to you of the Local Voice, text the keyword Local Voice with your email, so I know that we can send that to you starting next week. It's going to be a great weekend, guys. Don't forget that this weekend it is going to be a little rainy and dreary as well. I want to say, let me double check. That's not what I want. I want weather, yes. Because last I heard, it's supposed to be raining. Yeah, let's see. I want the weekly. Yeah. So tomorrow, there's going to be an 60% chance of rain and thunderstorms, and Sunday as well. We also, on our text club group, we send out weather alerts, whether it's watching, like we were the first to start doing that. So if you want to, watching, remember, means it's not bad yet. We're still looking at it and observing it. Warning is when it happens. Okay. So again, I send out the watches and the warnings of whatever may come our way. But the weather it's supposed to be in the highs of 75 tomorrow, and then on Sunday 80. So, and then on Monday it's going back to 84 degrees. Forgot to add sugar to that. Ugh. I know. But I gotta drink it. Let's see. Anything else before I let you guys go? I'm looking. And that is all for today. Starting next week, I'm going to get more involved in reposting pictures like we did before so you can stay in the know, stay connected. More videos with Miss Missy Telefero, your weather correspondent here at Warren First as well. And just get back into the groove of things. Like I said, we're using a new service. If you want to weigh in and tell me how great it is, shout out to Chris. He always lets me know that watches our show, Missy's son. But with that said, if you would like to let me know how it looks, how you like it, how you don't like it, I'm all about ever so growing, and I always want to know if I can change something or work it out. So with that said, remember, Warren County, keep it first. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Okay.